Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're looking at the silent theft of idle capital. It's a fundamental concept affecting all of us. Basically, the hidden cost of keeping your money perfectly still. Let's dive right in.
Okay, I want you to picture something for just a second. Imagine you've worked really hard, you've budgeted responsibly, and boom, you've saved up exactly $10,000 today. First off, incredible job. That is a huge financial milestone, right? Just knowing that cash is sitting right there, it gives you this deep, tangible sense of security. It's your safety net. It represents your discipline, safely locked away where absolutely nothing can happen to it. So, let's fast forward a bit, exactly 1 decade into the future. 10 years go by, you log in to check that account, and there it is. That exact same stack of cash, totally untouched. Still exactly $10,000. Not a single penny is missing from your original deposit. Sounds pretty good, right? I mean, you preserved your capital perfectly over a whole decade. You didn't lose any of your hard-earned money to some bad bet or a risky venture. Honestly, it feels like a massive win for your financial stability. Actually, you've become poorer. Now, I know that sounds completely contradictory. Like, how on earth can you have the exact same amount of money, down to the very last cent, and yet be poorer? It kind of feels like a cheap magic trick, but it's the jarring reality of idle capital. See, despite preserving every single dollar, your actual purchasing power has significantly declined over those 10 years.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the actual mechanics of this so-called silent theft. We're talking about the rising cost of everyday items. Look, we aren't talking about luxury yachts or mansions here. We're talking about daily necessities, groceries, fuel, rent. While your $10,000 just sat perfectly still, the whole economic world around it just kept moving. The price of a loaf of bread went up. The cost to fill up your gas tank increased. Your monthly rent climbed higher. It brilliantly illustrates how macroeconomic theory isn't just some boring stuff in a textbook, right? These are visceral, everyday realities that are literally eating away at the purchasing power of your cash.
So, you find yourself caught in this really stark contrast. You've got a dangerously stagnant bank balance on one side and a constantly shifting economic environment on the other. And the ultimate takeaway here, what you really need to remember, is that wealth isn't just some number on a screen. It's really about what that number can actually buy out in the real world. By keeping your capital perfectly idle, well, you've inadvertently opted into a system where your money is doing less and less for you every single day.
Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. If your money isn't growing, who is silently stealing your wealth? It absolutely shatters that comforting illusion that completely idle cash is the safest move. Turns out, doing nothing with your money is actually doing something. You're slowly, quietly giving its power away to inflation. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What exactly is your idle capital doing right now, just sitting there in your own bank account?